The last time we went through testing a BoboVR case, we really put it through its paces. Okay, we're keeping this part as one continuous shot. You can see there's a Quest 3 in here. So now BoboVR has started to do this new thing with their accessories. I talked to you recently about how their newest head strap has a way bigger fan on it, but it's not a different edition. They are upgrading things on the fly and then just replacing the current items with those. So this case is actually doing the exact same thing. They did send this to me. I didn't have to buy this one like I did buy the head strap, but basically it still says C3. It's gonna look the same on Amazon, although if memory serves, the box didn't look like this. But this is now the same C3 case, but it's been adjusted so it not only works for the Quest 3, but it also works for the 3S. So we're gonna open it up, we're gonna try it out, we're gonna see, is it really different? Can you still just use the old one for the Quest 3S? What really makes that difference? For this, the new head strap maybe, we got some testing to do. Always have that small, sharp unboxing knife. Shout out to one of our biggest supporters, Eagle Doc Stu, who got us this new knife back in the day. Let's see what we got in this case here. Now, when the original C3 came out, it was trying to do something innovative, because it's kind of Bobo's thing. Every time they make something, they make it not just a case, not just a head strap, not just a this or that. Just like how this added a fan, hot swappable batteries. The case had this mode, which is actually what this one shows up in, that was called docking mode. Was it docking? I can't remember what it was called, but basically the idea was this was your all the time stand for your Quest 3. And so you could have it sitting on your desk like this, but then when it was time to go travel, it does require a few steps. Basically you would unhook this Velcro strap, you'd flip this around, and it went from desktop mode or docking mode, whatever the hell you want to call it, over to a standard case that would then lock up, hold your stuff in it, and then when you got to your destination, if you wanted to, you could do the same thing again. It's a neat idea to have a spot always for it where everything sits and looks nice, but for me personally, I have so many charging docks and stuff sitting around, I don't really ever switch the dock back into the other mode. So let's take a quick look at the two side by side. So why did this only work for the 3 and not the 3S? Well, basically you can see the original one looks very universal is kind of the funny thing, but now there's just a lot more grooves in the bottom. There's a lot more space to hold everything in its home. Probably it's also wider, I would guess, for the Quest 3S, because that Quest 3S, when it has its facial interface on, and of course I don't have a freaking facial interface on my Quest 3. You can see how a case designed specifically for the 3 might have a problem because of how much wider the 3S is. It's really the same size as a Quest 2 when it comes to the actual headset and the facial interface. So their original C3, that Quest 3 slotted in nicely in there and stayed there, where if you now have a 3S, I mean, it doesn't feel like it's made for it, but it also feels like it could work in there. It's just not gonna sit down as nicely. It's gonna kind of do this number where it's not laying in flat. But if we bring it over here, it drops in nicely. And even though there's those 3 slots in the front for the cameras on the Quest 3, it doesn't matter. It still just leaves some space in here. And then of course, if you get, oh God, there's just too many of these things these days. Of course, if you get BoboVR's E3 Pro, which is the Elite specifically made for the 3S, also works on the 3 though. You're looking at the same kind of fit, just with a little less up above. And then you have the same straps here to strap the whole thing down and hold it in place. Let's try doing this whole thing. Controllers are in there. These are not the Bobo straps themselves. I guess we could grab Bobo straps because their straps do work. Those are with Bobo straps. Battery dropping in. Magnets do attach it. I mean, it's gonna keep it kind of in place, but I'm pretty sure if you flip that upside down, well, it took quite a hit actually to get that to fall out. Those magnets are much more solid than I even expected. That is essentially what the whole thing's gonna look like. And then they do throw you an extra pouch in case you want to put an extra battery, your cables, anything else, and then you can put that in the center there. Comes with a shoulder strap as well for the case. You're not really supposed to switch it from docking mode to case mode with the headset inside, but we're professionals here. I think we can handle that. Boom. Zip shut, and it feels solid. Everything in there is held nice and tight. I don't have anything shaking inside. I wasn't really planning on doing this again, but let's go test it. Osmo's rolling. All right, We got one continuous shot here showing you we've got the Quest 3S inside of the case. I'll meet you downstairs.
With the main cam, we gonna do that again?
No, I guess we have my cam.
Come on, do it one more time.
Double. Gosh, dang it. Okay, apparently we're doing a double drop test. I thought you were ready. Oh my God. This is going so poorly. This is going so bad. Oh my God. We good? Are we ready? 3, 2, 1. Did not expect that to be 3 drops. I feel like it feels way more solid even than the old case. Initial inspection. Battery, of course, came out of the slot, but it's looking good. Shout out to Assassin32 VR over there helping us out today. Initially, everything looks solid. Kind of same issue as before, although this facial interface didn't break, it did come disconnected through the multiple drops. The battery, of course, came loose and was no longer magneted on, but I mean, what can you expect? Controllers, completely solid. All right. Oh yeah, everything's fine. Everything works. Not an issue, we just lost a facial interface. Okay, well, I don't think you can get a safer case than this after 3 drops out the building because we couldn't get the shot right. It's still fine. It does even feel, I feel like it feels more solid. I don't think they changed the construction. I don't know if the inner padding did something to it, but it just doesn't feel as bendable or flexible. It's a solid case. And if you are to buy any C3, this is what you're getting now. You're not getting that one. There's no choice between them. You're getting the new updated version that works for both. And you're getting a strong case. Clearly, this case is gonna keep your headset safe regardless of what you do it, because hopefully you're not dropping it 20 feet or whatever we just did. So if you already have one, should you upgrade? I mean, the only reason you really need this case that's any different is you have a Quest 3S, which means you probably bought this case recently anyways. So hopefully if you had the 3S and you bought this new case for it, you have this one. So there's not really an upgrade, there's not really a reason to swap or change. They've just taken what they had and they improved it and made it better, which I like. I've liked BoboVR. They've done a lot of products, a lot of innovations. This one does have the mode I showed you, desk mode. I don't use that. Maybe some people do. Maybe they really like that it just stays on the desk and then when they want to take it to travel, they can. Especially if you're using their dock, because you can have that beside it, always keeping your batteries charged, swap to this. And the way it's designed, it will fit other head straps. We saw the Elite, the stock strap would fit easily in there, although you don't need a case this size, but good solid case. Stellar performance, actually, I'll give it. I hope to not drop another one that many times. We put this thing through a beating today and I don't see any sign that it even looks like it ever got dropped. Good job, Bobo. Keep up the good work making new products. If you don't have your Bobo, if you don't have your strap, there's tons of other reviews on the channel. I'll leave some links here, but I'll leave links down below of what accessories I'm using in my Quest so you can go get them for yourself too. Thank you once again for being here with me, and I'll see you in another reality.